Can we go to this mic?
Can we go to this mic?
Yep. So let's bring that up there.
Use this!
Perfect.
Switch it up.
Yeah, switch it up. Perfect. Go for it.
Good evening, Board Trustees, Mrs. Albanese, Mrs. Putup, Mr. Bubba, Secondary Education Director, Mrs. Weir, Mr. Mininelli, Mrs. Lineski, Mrs. Gorman, teachers, parents, family, friends, and soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2017. My name is Joseph Kubovsik, and I am the Student Council President for the 2016-2017 school year. I would like to welcome you to the promotion ceremony for the class of 2017. I would like to now introduce Ashley Goldberg and Gabrielle Goldman to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Hello, I am Ashley Goldberg.
And I'm Gabrielle Goldman.
Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
And remain standing for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do you remember where you were on September 4th, 2014? What were you planning, thinking about, or hoping for? I remember clearly where I was on that day. I was at Schuyler Colfax, and it was my first day of 6th grade. Like many of my classmates, I remember being lost, and the only thing I was sure of was how much I wanted to go back to 5th grade. I remember being overwhelmed with how many new kids I had never met before who were in the majority of my classes and trying to remember all of my teachers' names. In no time, things started to settle down and all of us got acclimated pretty quickly. The year started to go by extremely quickly. Fast forwarding to the last day of school in 6th grade, I remember sitting in my ELA class watching a movie with a yearbook in my hand sitting next to one of my friends. I remember thinking about how much I had grown and learned just the past year. In retrospect, that was nothing in comparison to how we've all grown physically, emotionally, and intellectually from the beginning of our middle school career until now. Like going through puberty, for example, but I won't go there. In 7th grade, I joined an elite group of my classmates that optimized the time they spent at their lockers through a method called dummy locking, which helped me greatly in 7th grade. One thing that I experienced in both 6th and 7th grades that I will always remember is running for student council. In both cases, It was extremely enjoyable because I got to learn and understand the effort that goes into running an election, but on a much smaller scale. I thought to myself, if this is what it takes to run a student council election, then it must take many people working together for the same purpose to run a school. It takes a village to raise a child, says an African proverb. Throughout middle school, we have had the great fortune of having amazing teachers that were able to balance learning and fun to make every day at Schuyler more enjoyable than the last. On behalf of myself and the class of 2017, I would like to thank Mr. Mininelli, Mrs. L., Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Babbage for making sure we had an enjoyable environment for learning, and thank our faculty, staff, and teachers here at Schuyler Colfax for ensuring that our future is bright through all of the things that you have taught us. Would these people please stand? A very special thank you to Mrs. Gorman for all of your guidance and encouragement, for being our biggest advocate and our mom away from home. Our biggest thanks goes out to our parents for always putting us first and making our education your priority. Thanks for the 180 bag lunches you made for us each year, the late nights helping us finish a project we waited too long to start, for the rides, the encouragement, the guidance, sacrifices, and prayers. I know there were lots of prayers. We love you. To my classmates and friends, we will always remember the fantastic events we had here at Schuyler, including Pink Out, Field Day, Spirit Week, the 8th grade picnic, going to Washington, West Point, Sandy Hook, and many other great experiences. We have all learned many lifelong lessons here at Schuyler. Some of these lessons include being kind even when it's easier not to be, that hard work truly pays off, that the greatest of friendships start with a smile, and most importantly, to not only tolerate, but to embrace and celebrate both our similarities and our differences alike. Although we all came from different elementary schools, we have bonded through the great things about middle school and through some of the less enjoyable experiences as well, to create a united class and a force to be reckoned with for the next leg of our journey at Wayne Hills. United, we are strong and have the ability to affect the world in a positive way. And thanks to our years at Schuyler Colfax, I'm confident in the fact that we are united. We are the Schuyler Colfax graduates of 2017. Take a look around you. What do you see? What I see from where I am standing are future teachers, doctors, lawyers, engineers, artists, musicians, mothers, fathers, and even presidents of the United States of America, to name a few. All of this is possible because of the foundation we have been given during our years at Schuyler Colfax. I would like to wish you all a great high school experience and a wonderful summer. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Julia Galisi to give the promotional address.
Good evening. My name is Julia Galisi. Promotion is the culmination and recognition of all of our hard work for the past 3 years. All of those being presented with diplomas tonight have met all state requirements to be promoted onto high school. Today, we are entering our careers as middle school students and beginning the next chapter of our lives as high school students. We understand and accept the new and exciting challenges that high school will hold for us. Schuyler Colfax will always hold a special place in our hearts. Daru Oskin and Jake Dillon will now recognize the Presidential Fitness Award winners.
Hello, My name is Drew Oscan.
And I'm Jake Dillon.
The Athletic Excellence Award is awarded to those 8th grade students who pass 10 out of 10 fitness tests in physical education. The tests involve muscular endurance and strength activities, flexibility, and cardiorespiratory endurance activities.
The muscular endurance and strength tests are curl-ups, pull-ups, flexed arm hang, bench steps, and shuttle run.
The flexibility test is a sit and reach.
The cardiorespiratory endurance tests are comprised of the 5-minute jump rope, half-mile run, and pacer run.
Students who achieve 10 out of 10 passing scores are in the Super Fit Club and receive recognition on a plaque which is located outside of the gymnasium, donated by the PTO. 46 8th grade students achieved this award this school year. 16 of these students achieved 10 out of 10 for their 3 years here at Schuyler.
At this time, I would like to have all the Athletic Excellence Award winners stand to be recognized.
Please remain standing if you have achieved this award for your 3 years here at Schuyler.
And now, Lauren Gelber and Mia Nguyen will recognize our Presidential Academic Award winners.
Good evening. I am Lauren Gelber.
And I'm Mia Nguyen.
We are here to recognize the winners of our educational awards. The first award is a President's Award for Educational Achievement.
The purpose of this award is to recognize students that show outstanding educational growth, improvement, commitment, and intellectual development in their academic subjects. We would like to award the students that worked hard and gave their best effort in order to earn a 3.5 overall average from grades 6, 7, and 8.
Would those who won the award for educational achievement please stand at this time? Now, we would like to recognize the members of Schuyler Colfax chapter of the National Junior Honor Society. Would those members stand to be recognized?
And now Samantha Bagal will recognize our DAR award recipients. Hello everyone, my name is Samantha Bagal. I am here to recognize this year's winners of the DAR Award. Students were nominated for the Hester Schuyler Colfax Chapter's Good Citizenship Award. The criteria included high academic achievement as well as overall good citizenship. From that list, 1 boy and 1 girl from the graduating class of 2017 were selected by the staff of Schuyler Colfax Middle School. These students truly embody what it is to be a true leader in the community. Would the winners, Dia Ciccone and Joseph Kabowsik, please stand at this time to be recognized? And now, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Mininelli, to present the class.
Good evening, parents, Director of Secondary Schools, Ms. Weir, and Board of Education trustees, Mr. Bubba, Mrs. Albanese, and Mrs. Putup, and most importantly, welcome and congratulations to the Schuyler Colfax Middle School Class of 2017. It is truly my privilege to speak here tonight on behalf of these amazing students. In 2 years of working at Schuyler, I've had the opportunity to get to know these fantastic young men and women as an assistant principal last year and as a principal this year. In those 2 years, it became apparent to myself, the Schuyler staff, and the Wayne community that this is truly a kind, talented, and special group of students and individuals. This being the case, I truly feel honored that I have the opportunity to give my first promotional address to these students and feel obligated to deliver a message that will stick with them for many years to come. So here we go, class of 2017, listen very closely. As many of you are aware, I was a high school teacher across town at Wayne Valley High School prior to coming to Schuyler Colfax. I had the opportunity to work with every type of student while I was there. During my time at the high school, it became apparent to me that there was a trend that existed among the students that experienced a high level of success while in high school and upon exiting secondary education. These same individuals went on to study business, law, education, film, and other areas. As I would hear back from them as years passed, they were both happy and successful in their career and in their lives. So the question is, what was that trend? What was their secret to success? And because I like all of you so much, I'm going to share that with you right now. When you first enter high school, there will be a sense of uncertainty that you will experience. Throughout this time, you'll be challenged by your teachers, by your coaches, by your family, and by your friends. It is these moments when you are challenged that will define you for many years to come. My message to you tonight is, do not let the fear of failure get in the way of you being great. Look at these moments as opportunities to be great. I can promise you that accepting these challenges will pay great dividends for many years to come. Last month, you had the opportunity to hear from Rohan Murphy. He came and gave a presentation at our school. Rohan had lost his legs at birth, but went on to be a successful wrestler at Penn State University and eventually a Paralympian. Throughout his years of pursuing wrestling, Rohan was told over and over again that he could not compete and that he should just give up. Despite the challenges that Rohan faced, he lived by a very, very simple message, and it was simply no excuses. So here's the secret of success that I promised you. If you want to be successful in high school, in your career, and in life, be great when facing challenges and make no excuses. I hope that these words resonate with you as you leave Schuyler, and I know that I speak for the Schuyler staff when I say that we're proud of each and every one of you, and we look forward to hearing of the great accomplishments that you will face in the future. Thank you. And now, as principal of Schuyler Colfax Middle School, I would like to confirm to Ms. Weir, our Director of Secondary Schools, the Board of Education, parents, and community members that the students before you have met all requirements for promotion as set forth by the Wayne Township Board of Education. I now present to you the class of 2017.
Yeah, you'll take the card? Okay. All right. Joseph Kubovsik. Ashley Goldberg. Gabrielle Goldman. Julia Galisi. Jake Dillon. Daru Ozcan. Samantha Bagal. Lauren Gelber. Mia Nguyen. Nicole Bergman. Robert Abate, Noah Abida, Hashem Al-Hassan, Elizabeth Al-Shamus, Samantha Alisea, Christopher Anderson, Caitlin Anevsky, Salvador Anzaldi, Zachary Appel, Sabrina Aragona, David Astolfi, Dina Ayub, Khalid Balawan, Daniel Bailey,
Lydia Bola.
Paige Barch. Sarah Barch. Ryan Bergman. Tatiana Batal. Berenika Balinki. Tyler Bennett. Kira Blakesley. Ethan Blessington. Ashley Blitzer. Salinas Bonilla. Lorena Bonilla. Daniela Bulos. Frank Brigatti. Joseph Brunetti. Christopher Butovsky. Gianna Bociccio. Luke Busaka. Juliana Cangelosi. John Cantilli. Aria Capria. Brandon Caprioni. Robert Carruthers. Dominic Casamasina.
Christian Casasanta. Christopher Cassidy. Chelsea Cawthorn. Carolina Chedrasky. Elizabeth Chernashova. Dia Ciccone. Camille Clemente. Tabitha Camus. Grace Conturzo. Olivia Cooperman. Brian Quadros. Ryan Como. Faith Chekai. Thomas DeGotti. Brianna DeLeo. Juliana D'Amico. Kaylee D'Argenio. Gianna Dandino. Joey Daskus. Tyler Daskus. Ben Dyan. Rahab Dyan. Elise Dejewski. Andrew Del Virginia.
Mateo DeLisa. Michael Derricks. John DeGabriel. Ryan Dillon. Matthew Denomi. Ryan D'Amico. Andrew Dreesy. Eliana Drees. Angela Degnan. Nicole Dipko. Matthew Emmerich. John Enriquez. Darren Ergen. Jenna Etman. Nicola Evtimovsky. Sean Ferre. Edward Fatal. Arlen Ferrati. Emily Farrar. Allison Fierro. Jordan Fingerhut. Luke Fogel. Alexa Gabriel. Victoria Galoza.
Amanda Gelber. Chris Jackalone. Nishta Gohill. Alyssa Gordon. Emery Gormas. Alexandra Gugusis. Samantha Graff. Thomas Graham. Jake Grosjean. Daniela Guerra. Nico Guerra. Ashwin Guermorgan. Jake Hablitz. Anis Hadzi. Jamie Hemalainen. Madison Heinold. Melissa Herring. Jessica Heskey. James Higgins. Jake Higuera. Oace Hobby. Aladdin Ibrahim. Shadi Ibrahim.
Dean Imperato. Lauren Insel. Tanya Janney. Victoria Jaruzelski. Luke Kaplan. Noah Kaplan. Aslan Kat. Taylor Keenan. Lara Kiblawi. Jonathan Kick. Lucas Kim. Melissa Coppleton. Elise Kasoy. John Crumbine. Aiden LaRusso. Sophia Lelos. Katerina Lepore. Kendra Lewandowski. Emily Lewis, Jesse Liu, Edward Lynch, Brianna McMullen, Asha Mudpuru,
Riley Mahler, Julia Malaki, Mackenzie Fadden, Robert Menard, Christopher Meza, Nicholas Miller, Luigi Mangelo, Olivia Monacera, Mariam Musa, Nesver Musli, Arlen Newsfee, Olivia O'Hagan, Adam O'Mealy, Brooke O'Toole, Stanley Osbach, Luna Osman, Adam Omar, Leandra Padilla, Ethan Panajon, Om Patel, John Pavlovic, Robert Pierce, Chrysla Pinto, Amy Perella,
Brendan Poland, Brendan Puzio, Abby Quagliana, Jason Raposa, Lauren Reeser, Sonia Reyes, Joelle Ricky, Brian Reardon, Samantha Rivera, Leah Rogers, Lourdes Roman, Anthony Rossi, Benjamin Rostello, Leo Rostello, Matthew Rotino, Matthew Rua, Dominic Rubino, Sydney Root, Stephen Ruglio, Matthew Ruth, Santiago Sanchez, Heather Sarney, Shane Schrader, Patrick Scroble,
Isabel Sees, Amber Servideo, Syed Shalabai, Shavam Sharma, Milana Schindelman, Elizabeth Shubaderov, boom, Skylar Saratsky, Angelina Silva, Carly Silva, Jack Silva, Christina Silvestri, can you believe? Juliana Sim, Anthony Simone, Anshul Sinha, Daniel Sufli, James Sicoli, Paige Bezial, Kirsten Stepien, John Shapansky, Zachariah Tamus, Ethan Thompson, Nicholas Torella, Aiden Tizano, Jamie Toban,
Alexandra Torrento, Olivia Toth, Jessica Tazi, Tina Tran, Luke Trentacost, Michael Tricarico, Ryan Tullio, Giancarlo Torelli, Isa Usini, Christopher Villarta, Evan Vandervelden, Tyler Vandervelden, Zachary Vandervelden, Toby Varokwa, Mahir Venkatashalam, nailed it, Stephanie Vitale, Lily Waterman, Gregory Weaver, Sarah Weiss, Timothy White, Aiden Williams Healy, Nicole Winston,
Alyssa Wisely, Marcus Whitlinger, Ani Zecca, Lydia Yang, Christina Zajac, and Jack Ziegler.
Good evening. I'm Nicole Bergman, the Student Council Vice President for the 2016-2017 school year. First, I'd like to recognize three important members of the Schuyler Colfax community that are retiring this year: Mrs. Babbage, Miss Levon, and Mrs. Tyler. Thank you, Mrs. Babbage, for your heartwarming greetings every morning. Thank you, Mrs. Tyler, for always offering a helping hand. And lastly, Miss Levon, throughout my 3 years at Schuyler, there have been many rumors about when you would be retiring. And now that it is truly happening, I can say no one is ready for your departure. No matter if you had Spanish or not, you'd bring smiles and laughs to all the students. Thank you, Miss Levon, for cultivating our interest in Spanish and teaching us the important basics of a second language that help us tremendously in high school. We've all grown in so many ways these past 3 years. In 6th grade, we met new people and learned how to bond as a class. We made the adjustment of staying in a single classroom for the entirety of the day to moving around every period and balancing the workload of having multiple different teachers. In 7th grade, our work became harder and we learned to adapt to having more responsibility. Lastly, 8th grade prepared us for high school by showing us you can have 12 quizzes, 5 tests in one day, and 3 essays due the next day, while still be able to have a social life. During this time, we endured and gave it our all. In the end, we are ready and prepared for high school. We would like to thank the PTO for all they have done with our many events and assemblies you have planned for us. We'd like to thank our parents, teachers, and the entire Schuyler community for guiding us and helping us succeed in our time at Schuyler. Though we are sad to be saying goodbye to Schuyler, I can say we are all excited to move on to the next chapters of our lives. I cannot wait to see what lies ahead in the future. This concludes the promotion ceremony. We wish you have an amazing summer. Please join us at the Commons for refreshments and pick up your diplomas. Thank you and have a good night.